Yo, what's going on, guys? You got your boy AAron2420 here, bringing you guys my LBC Week 4 game against Radioactive, coach of the Iowa Haluchas. And before I start with this, I want to give a quick little update. I mentioned later in the video that I was gonna cover something like some stuff, just the really important stuff, just in case of people who skip the team builder. Because I know there are people who are already looking through their little thing to skip the team builder. I already know that there are people already looking through to look into where the battle animations start, and that are also going to skip that part, and that's fine. But just for the people who want to stay, hello, hi, quick little update, because I'm so far behind on videos, I don't feel like making a separate update video. Just figured I would mention sort of why I was gone. So originally, TLDR, I took a couple weeks off because I wanted to just get my head straight, you know. I was making sure I was reevaluating, like, what I wanted to do and stuff and all that. Sort of settled on, at least for now. I'm going to continue doing draft and just see where it takes me. But I just wanted to settle that. And I finally went to record originally my LBC Week 4 again. I was going to have that edited for Friday. I'm just going to get that up, etc., etc. Then Thursday night hit as I was editing it. I realized my live comm actually lost the footage, so that's why this week's game is a post comm. I asked Brady for the replay. I decided I'm going to record it in the morning. I wake up in the morning and realize I have really bad pain in my appendix. So I go in then Friday. They say that I'll probably need to come back in, that I almost certainly need to come in the next day just to get a scan done, see if it's wrong. I realized I had to get my appendix removed. So Saturday, when this video would have, again, went up, that's why it didn't go up, because I didn't want to have a few days off of videos after I returned for one video, and I figured I might as well just take an extra few days to rest and then come back like this week and record stuff. So I set an initial day of Thursday. If I was feeling good enough by Thursday, this video would go up. And lo and behold, it is currently Thursday at 1:18. I already recorded the battle last night, actually. Well, me, I was ahead on something for once. But I forgot to record the team builder. So here we are at 1:18. This video will go up at like 7. I promise it'll actually be up on time. The next few videos will be up on 7 because I'm going to be so on time for stuff. And then I'm going to forget. And one video will go up at like 11. So but that's where we are. For now, I think they'll continue with draft until it kills me, probably. But on a serious note, though, I'll probably do like 6 videos a week of just catching up on draft stuff until actually maybe like 5 videos a week. I'm still not sure, but it'll be something more than 3, just so I can actually get caught up. Probably like 6. But I want to do like 1 video a week that's not draft at least. Whether that's just other mon stuff, it'll probably be other mon stuff, and I might even just take a day off per week to do on a. Depending on, I'm not sure if I'll do a second channel for it or not, but some just anime stuff. If I decide I'll do a second channel, you guys will, I'll at least do like a little 5-second video when the first one goes up. If not, you'll see it here, obviously. But I want to do at least like maybe 1 or 2 videos a week. I'm not sure if it'll be 1 or 2 until I'm caught up that aren't months. The non-month stuff in general might come when I'm caught up on all my draft stuff. But at bare minimum, though, I'm going to do 1 video a week even while catching up that isn't draft entirely. Just because that, at the very least, like if I'm doing stuff like, let's say, a new mod analysis or Sword Shield, I already have a thumbnail up on the screen, preview that. But I figured that at bare minimum, I could do something like that. That's easier to do than, let's say, like a whole anime video, because that actually takes like research to do, and I could spit out a Sword Shield mod review pretty easily-ish, because I have ideas for stuff obviously off the top of my head. It's just stuff I think about, because I don't know, it's just easy to think about. So that stuff will probably come at least while I'm catching up on draft. I might do other videos non-mons related entirely while I'm catching up on draft, but at bare minimum, when I'm finished catching up on draft, that stuff will also come to either this channel or, as I said, another channel. You guys will get an update on that when it comes. But I guess for now, I might as well get into the team because I spent like 4 minutes rambling. Though to be fair, this beats the original team build that I recorded right before I got my appendix out. That was like 6 minutes of update. So, into the matchup. A few things. One, as you can see, Brady's team is Mega Mawwell, Torn T, Zero Aura, Crocodile, Slowbro, Gudra, Mianxiao, Roserade, Rhyperior, Talonflame, and Regice. So a few things I had noted were that he has a lot of sand counters. I think that'll be a pretty high priority. However, all of his sand counters can be so easily muscle passed by my team, I feel like it won't be that big of an issue. Because of this mon right up here, which is BLACEPHALON. With the Ghost DMZ, I have Flame Charge, Shadow Ball, Substitute, Fire Blast. The Flame Charge is here because of +1 speed. He has no viable Scarf that comes to this game that will outpace. He would literally need to bring like a Scarf Talonflame or a Scarf Torn or a Scarf Zera or an outpace. And it would be specifically for this. If he did bring it, bravo, but I don't see it coming. Not only that, but the speed itself creeps Mianxiao even before boost, so I can also technically, in theory, creep a Scarf Mianxiao at +1. I have sub on this for Mega Mawile, because if I can keep this thing healthy enough, I can sub up Mega Mawile. If he tries to click Sucker Punch, it's going to fail first time, I'll get sub off, and I'll actually beat it 1v1. So I did have counterplay for this nonetheless. So really, as I said, it would take a Scarfer, or me being chipped somehow by, like, some Sashmon, or maybe even chip pre-Flame Charge boost to actually, like, have it matter, to where I'm not going to be able to get up a sub. So, obviously, stuff like that could happen. In general, though, Fire Blast with Shadow Ball nuke his team. +1 Fire Blast, I think he has pretty much no switches to, and everything it does switch into +1 Shadow Ball, which is great. Go CMZ helps out with the initial kill. I don't know what his initial switching will be to this, to be honest. I'd anticipate it to be like a Goodra or something. Which, if he does go into Goodra, I actually need the +1 with Go CM, if I'm not mistaken, to kill Goodra. I could be wrong in that. I just remember Goodra being a slight issue for BLACEPHALON to start up. But if he brings Goodra, then BLACEPHALON, I need that killed, or at least worked on. So, simple. I think BLACEPHALON should be a pretty nice win con this game, personally. If not, then Drill will be a nice win con. Next up, we have Drill. Speaking of, I brought Life Orb and Drill this week because I couldn't bring Double Z. I mean, I technically could have brought Double Z, but I decided it really wasn't worth it, and Life Orb Drill is still really spammable, just not as spammable. I have Rock Slide, Magnet Rise, Sword Dance, and Earthquake. Magnet Rise is honestly mainly because I feel like Rhyperior will not bring fighting coverage, and I can actually set up a Magnet Rise on it. And this is how I get around Rhyperior 1v1. Because otherwise, Rhyperior, because Solid Rock would actually take an Earthquake very well, even at +2 actually with Adamant. It would take it has a good chance to take an Earthquake even after Rocks, which is astounding, but it is what it is. Rock Slide plus Earthquake hits his team perfectly, to be honest. The speed is just to outpace everything that I thought would viably run a Scarf. I think I actually crept for Scarf Zero Aura, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong on that. I should have if I didn't, but I forget if I did. Anyway, that's it for Drill. Next up, we have Haxorus, the Dragon Fang this week. I have Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Taunt, and Dragon Dance. Taunt is honestly so I could taunt something like Slowbro, or taunt something like Talonflame from Will-O-Wisping me, if I catch it on a switch, assuming, because Talonflame will obviously be faster. But in general, Taunt is just really nice this game, in my opinion, just for a few things. Also helps with, like, Spikes for Roserade. It's just a nice move to have, to be honest. Earthquake plus Dragon Claw hits this team perfectly. +1, I start running through things. Haxorus is really filthy this game. And also, Mold Breaker helps to get around Solrock. So, +1, I rip Rhyperior a new one, which is great. Next up, we have Mega T-Tar. This is one of those things that happens when you ask your front office, hey, I don't know what to bring in this mod. Do you have any advice? And they suggest, you know, Earth Power. And at first, I mean, Earth Power, you know, I thought that was a legitimate suggestion. You know, it hits Mega Mawile a lot better, especially if it comes in and intimidates me. Thought that was a good suggestion. You know, fair play to my front office. Then they suggest running Dark Pulse because, I quote, I'm not man enough to not run it, and Silver will be Fizz Death. So then it's like, okay, fuck it, I'll run Dark Pulse. And I was like, well, I'm at it, I might as well run Ancient Power because it'll hit Talonflame, and it'll be special, and I don't need to run Attack Investment or need to worry about stuff like that. So, you know, my front office, you really got me this week. I love my front office, though. Like in all seriousness, I love my front office. They're all great people. But yeah, no, this comes when your front office tells you want to do something, and you say, and I quote, bet, and you run it. That's really all this is. Speed, I forgot the speed is for, I'm going to be honest. I don't even know I still have the team in my team builder because I made the team builder slides, and I think I deleted the team because I already had everything done. So, there's that. But max special attack was just to hit as hard as possible. D-Tar was so unnecessary in this game. All I need to do is throw it in, set up sand, and I can sack it from that point. It does not need to do anything, but it can pull off a lot of funny stuff. It does pull off anything funny. You bet your ass I'll put it in the thumbnail again. Or actually for the first time because Drill took the 8-bit thumbnail. Shout out to anyone who got why I did that. I don't know if anyone did, but I thought it was funny. Next up, we have Sash counter Zam with counter Energy Ball, Side Shock, and Thunder Wave. We have Side Shock mainly just because it hits things like Roserade harder. Yeah, I didn't really know what else to run. Also, it hits Red Ice a lot harder. Counter is on here for Mega Mawile, but it also is great for the dual grounds because if I clear either one of them, Drill is a much easier time sweeping. Because either I clear Solid Rock or Intimidate. Also, I guess it's okay for Torn if it clicks Knockoff or something. But I don't know if it necessarily will. I think you'll actually click U-Turn, which still does work because a U-Turn into something like a Crook, I will guarantee be able to kill it. Which is great because that's just in general really good to kill Crook. Because again, Crook is really annoying, especially, and I think that's what it'll initially do versus Zam, to be honest. I have Thunder Wave. This is really just because Encore couldn't fit on the team. I'm not gonna lie, originally when I was building the team, I thought Thunder Wave would have been like the GOAT play because I could paralyze the Torn and then bam, it's useless. However, I realized that I could just pick off Torn and it's really not that big of a deal. And Encore helps a lot with things like SD or Sucker Punch Mega Mawile because I can lock it into that and then go into something like a Drill or BLACEPHALON and play around that very easily. So that's unfortunate that I couldn't run Encore plus Counter plus Magic Guard because technically I could run Counter plus Encore, but I couldn't run Magic Guard with it. And I could run either Encore or Counter because they're both past gen moves. They're just past gen in different gens. And it's between like 2 and 3 if I'm not mistaken. which means that because of that, I couldn't technically, because it's Gen 3, I couldn't get Magic Guard with Counter and Encore because it wasn't existing then. And because Encore was one gen and Counter was another gen, I believe Counter was Gen 1 and Encore was Gen 2 for Sam, I couldn't do both of those together either, which sucked. But it is what it is. It's just less funny. Finally, here we have Feraligatr. Feraligatr is one of those mons you throw on your team when you don't know what else to bring. But it's not bad this game, because at +2, his team actually has a fairly few set of switch-ins. But the issue is, when do I get to +2? That's a good question. The answer is, I don't know. That's our team this week. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and let's get right into the game. Yo! And we're here with the game. I was going to do an intro, but I realized I got to record a team builder after this. For some reason, I decided to record the post-com before, but I guess it makes sense. I record all my games before I play, before my team builders, so it makes sense. We're here. I want to give massive shout-outs. I don't know if I'll remember when I actually do the team builder or not, but massive shout-outs, massive shout-outs to Radioactive. He came in the finest of clutch this week in terms of giving us this replay, because this is a really good game. I think this is one of my better games as of recent, I would say, at least during this recent period. This technically was like 3 weeks ago. But this was one of the few games that I think I was happy with, like, pre me being on absence. So shout out to Brady, of course, for that. I would have hated to miss an upload for LBC, though technically I guess I'm, as of this recording, 2 uploads behind, but by the time I'm caught up, I'll have missed 3 in a row, in terms of being on time at least. So, sorry about that. I'll probably cover that in the team builder, but yeah. So in terms of that, that's sort of why the replay is also from Brady's side. I would have done it from my side, but I realized also that my replay files, I remember them filling up literally this game. They were filled up, and I noticed it like 3 games later, but I remembered, oh yeah, that's right, it happened in my game versus Brady. So I didn't even have that file on my 3DS to begin with. So Brady really clutched up this week. So shout out to Brady, of course. His link's along and everyone else in the description below. But especially shout out to Brady, because this video wouldn't have happened without him. You would have seen like a team builder and be like, aha, JK lol. Or maybe like a sped up version. I guess technically, like, I did have the option of speeding up my live comm, which I was considering doing. But the issue is that would take a lot of time to edit, and like I guess I could put it in. And it's not that I don't want to put it in. It's just a matter of, I have 9 videos to catch up on, including the stuff that would be technically coming up this weekend should it have been on time. So it's a lot to catch up on, and I do want to also do other things that aren't just draft that I am working on. And also, of course, I want to do some streaming, which you guys will see tomorrow, 7 p.m. EST, assuming I'm on time. But I probably won't, actually, no, actually, I'm going out to dinner tomorrow, so it probably won't be 7 p.m. EST. Let's say like 10 p.m. EST. Yeah, 10 p.m. EST. It'll be scheduled already by now. You'll have already seen it in your sub box. But 10 p.m. EST, assuming that nothing bad happens, we will be streaming Pokemon Diamond. You'll see the thumbnail on screen. I'll throw it in if I remember. If I don't, then I didn't remember. But you'll see that tomorrow, 10 p.m. EST. I just figured I'd shout that out, because I mentioned this is a quick little update, because I know everyone's going to skip the update in the team builder, which will be a lot more in-depth. But without further ado, let's get right into the team and the matchup. So you guys already know my team. It's Zam, the Haxorus. We have BLACEPHALON, Drill, T-Tar, and Feraligatr. And Brady decided to bring what I thought was actually pretty interesting, to be honest. He brings Torrentee, Crocodile, Mega Mawile, wow, I said that really badly, Rhyperior, Zeraora, and Roserade. So, quick little insight, I guess. Though I was a little bit shocked that there was no Slowbro this week, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that Slowbro was really good, but as you can see, also, Brady's team is a little bit weak with BLACEPHALON. So I can kind of get not bringing Slowbro, as it is definitely another mon that is BLACEPHALON weak. So, completely understandable. I was actually really banking on it coming. That's actually the specific reason I brought Z-Move on BLACEPHALON and not on, let's say, X-Control this week. It was specifically for, like, a Calm Mind Slowbro, so it's a little unfortunate, but I guess it's not that bad, because this team is still actually really spammable against a Z BLACEPHALON. Well, I can really spam Z BLACEPHALON against it, so that is still fine, but obviously Slowbro would have made the difference in terms of how spammable it was. I also think that Zam is actually going to be really important here, actually, if I want to get an X-Control sweep late game. Main reason being, as dual grounds did come this week, so a Snash counter set is all the more important, in my opinion. It does, of course, also still help with Mega Mawile, so we're not useless versus that. Thunder Wave is sadly a little useless this game, to be honest. It really only helps with, like, the Torrentee, which, if he does, he could technically U-turn out versus me, and if he does U-turn out versus me, he can go hard into, like, a Zeraora or something, and of course that would negate the Thunder Wave. Same as in a Crook, which is honestly the much more likely switch-in. Well, if you did go hard into Crook there, then I can't really get the Thunder Wave off. So again, like, a lot of his team isn't really going to be affected by it, so that does suck. But then again, as I mentioned, the team builder that was meant to be Encore. Gator is pretty useless this game besides the dual grounds, in all honesty, but I sort of expected it to be there just as a way, in case he was already set up a Combine Silver, I could just crunch it to death. So it really wasn't that important since Silver didn't come, so I don't really mind that. There wasn't really a mon I'd say I would have brought over Gator. T-Tar and Drill looking like nice win cons. Hacksters as well looking like a really nice win con. I guess with that in mind, we'll get right into the game without further ado. Sorry if it's a little bit lag. I honestly didn't check Citra beforehand. It's been forever since I've recorded the game on Citra, at least while narrating, but it should be fine. So, again, good luck, have fun. Of course, my opponent, Radioactive. And also, I guess, sorry if the post-com also sucks. It's been a while since I've done one of these in general. It's been like a year. I ended off with Crash Mind, our Alakazam. I figured that Alakazam was just in general a stupidly free lead against his team. I can get off a free turn 1 hit. He needs off a Torn, which is perfectly fine. I was really going to Thunder Wave this, but as I mentioned in my live comm, actually, but I decided I was going to go for counter, because if he U-turn out, I would be able to kill the Crook guaranteed with the counter if he was U-turning into it. Luckily, he actually sacks his Torn, which I thought was actually a lot better for us. So turn 1, the Torn is gone, which means Executive Sweep is looking so free late game, because he has nothing to beat it now. He goes into Rosary here, which I knew had to be Scarfed, but there wasn't a reason to really keep Zam around. He didn't really do anything at this point, because it's not like Sash Counter was going to pop off. So my best play was always to just sack at this point, but I knew for a fact this thing was Scarfed. There was no reason he would have brought it in otherwise. However, because he decided to lock himself into Energy Ball, BLACEPHALON was stupidly free at this point. I had no reason to not go hard into BLACEPHALON at this point, which was really good for me, as it did give me a free Flame Charge, so no matter what Scarf Mon comes in afterwards, I am actually perfectly fine against it. And since I'm special attack boosting, I'm fine against pretty much this whole team in general. The crit really didn't matter. It seemed like Brady was confident this next move would have killed anyway. In general, I decided to click the Ghostium Z here. I figured the Ghostium Z at this point in the game was actually by far my best play, and is by far my best mon to pop it off versus, as this allowed me to actually stay in. And if he was not AV or Max Fidef, I did guarantee kill at this point. Even if he was Max Fidef, it was like a 90% chance I killed after the Flame Charge chip. Thanks to the crit, of course, otherwise it would have still been a high chance, but not like, it just added a couple more percentage, I guess. I don't know how hard Spidef he was, but this did kill nonetheless. And this does give me some special attack boosting, which on top of my +1 speed, this will actually allow me to claim a lot of kills. Now, he does have a few things that are in the way, such as Zera Aura. If he clicks Plasma Fist here, I'm actually dead. And I decided that because of that, I'm going to click Fire Blast and risk the hit, because Shadow Ball did not guarantee kill, Fire Blast did. However, he is Sash, so this actually was great for us, because I realized he's not a boosting item. Because of that, he couldn't kill us with knockoff. If he was like a, let's say, an Expert Belt that would have killed, which would have been very bad. Also, if he was like a Life Orb again, would have killed. So we're actually able to pick this off with the Shadow Ball, no risking accuracy, which is great. Had he clicked Plasma Fist there, he would have actually guaranteed killed because of the fact that he would have done slightly more because we don't have a knock-offable item. So I'm not sure why I didn't click Plasma Fist, but probably just assumed it would have done more. Totally fair. Maybe he forgot I was Z. He goes into Crook next, and maybe he just forgot I had the speed boost, which is totally fine, you know, but at the same time, I did click it. Not only did I outpace the Zera Aura, but I also was clicking Flame Charge for Sharp here. So I'm not sure why he forgot about that, but I'm assuming that maybe he just didn't bring Sucker Punch on Mawile, that maybe he forgot he had it if he did bring it. So he's sort of just throwing out Mons at this point, maybe hoping that I switch out and maybe that I forget I have a speed boost, which is completely understandable. I figured that was probably at least what he's going through at the time. That's why he's throwing out all these Mons. So at this point, the game is pretty much over. It's 5-1 at this point. BLACEPHALON is claiming kills. I'm shocked a Mon this bad could do this well so easily. I'm not going to lie. I think BLACEPHALON is a horrible Mon, but the fact that it's doing so well, I mean, maybe it's not as bad as I thought. Who knows? He does go into Mega Mawile here, and of course, popping off the Mega Evolution. And you can see, of course, that goes first because it goes before anything else. And this play I thought was a little bit weird, but it made sense. He decides to go for the Sucker Punch here, and in the back of my mind, I was like, yeah, no, he definitely forgot he had it. There was no other reason to do that. I feel like that Brady is not bad enough of a player to just decide that is what he's going to do. I also decided that against a team with Drill on it, and at this point, like, I guarantee did kill. I knew for a fact I guarantee killed. There was absolutely no way in hell that he would have possibly tried to flex that hard on me. And if he did, I mean, bravo. Maybe he was like gonna be able to guarantee live on one and then at the same time also outpace the rest of my team, which I thought was extremely impossible. But who knows? Maybe I was missing something. But in general, though, I thought there was no way that a flex that hard could have happened to where Drill did guarantee live, even if BLACEPHALON was to manage to die to Sucker Punch. At the same time as well, sacking BLACEPHALON there was definitely my best play. I know that the game's already ended, but I'm gonna explain that a little bit real quick. because had he set up a sub or an SD, that would have actually been a lot harder to kill the Mawile than in this situation. Because while I could have technically done some work with things like Gator or T-Tar, the fact that he would have had the sub up, he could have gotten a free SD off, and then plus 2 Sucker Punch actually hit my team really hard. And not a lot of my team actually was able to break the sub plus then live a hit plus kill it. So that would have been a whole big issue for me. So sacking BLACEPHALON in case he did set up a sub or an SD was by far my best play in case it was somehow unclear. That is going to be it for this game though. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry that this was post-com. I know a lot of people have enjoyed the live comms recently, but it just sort of how I had to be, I guess. I'm also realizing that the team builder will probably be longer than the game itself. I'm sorry about that as well. That's what happens when you do a post-com. If you guys did enjoy it, leave a like down below. Check out Brady again. Links in the description with everyone else. It has been your boy AAron2420, and I'm signing out. Until next time, peace out, guys.